making a thumbnail is so good. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about the North Avenue Irregulars. The North Avenue Irregulars is a 1979 theatrical release. It's directed by Bruce Bilson, cinematography by Leonard J South, editing by Gordon D. Brenner, the music's by Robert Brenner, and it's written by Tait based off a book of the same name by Albert Fay Hill. Bruce Bilson is best known for Get Smart, The Odd Couple, Viper, and The $6 Million Man. He's also the grandfather of Rachel Bilson. Leonard J South and Gordon D. Brenner I covered in the video about the Ghost of Cypress Swamp. The link will be in the description. And Robert Brenner I covered in the video about the Young Runaways. The link will be in the description. Tait is best known for Jericho, Combat, and all of his Disney work. The film stars Edward Hermann, Barbara Harris, Karen Valentine, Susan Clark, Cloris Leachman, Patsy Kelly, and Virginia Capers. Edward Hermann plays Reverend Michael Hill, and he's best known for Annie, Overboard, Gilmore Girls, and I know him best for Richie Rich. Barbara Harris plays Vicky, and I covered her in the video about Freaky Friday. Karen Valentine plays Jane, and I covered her in the video about Hot Lead and Cold Feet. Susan Clark plays Anne, and I covered her in the video about the Apple Dumpling Gang, and Cloris Leachman plays Claire, and I covered her in the video about Charlie and the Angel. All links will be in the description. Patsy Kelly plays Rose, and she's best known for Rosemary's Baby, Nobody's Baby, and Going Hollywood. Virginia Capers plays Cleo, and she's best known for Howard the Duck, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Big Jake, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The film is about a reverend and 6 women who bust a criminal gambling ring in their town, and it is hysterical. I adore this movie. It's one of my favorites I think I've ever watched. I had so much fun watching this. The ladies' star power in this movie is ridiculous. I listed 6 women and 1 man. That is so exciting to me. They make the women look really dumb in the movie, but overall the women overpower all of that, and it's so amazing. I'm so mad this movie didn't do better and isn't more famous, but oh my gosh. In the film, there is a church, obviously, because Reverend Michael Hill is the main character, and the church gets blown up in the movie as a warning sign to the Reverend to stop messing with the gambling ring. And the first time they tried shooting the church blowing up, and this is kind of like a one-take thing. You're really only supposed to make something blow up once. You're not supposed to be able to rebuild it and do it again. Like, the whole idea is to get it in one take. And when they filmed it blowing up, there was no film in the camera, so they had to rebuild the entire church and do it again. And that is so sad, but also so funny. I think it's hysterical that they're like, rolling, and then there's no film in the camera, which is so sad. If I had been on set, oh my gosh, that had to be the worst day on set. I cannot imagine what that day must have been like. But oh my word, you guys, this movie is hysterical. I'm obsessed. So much of this film is genuinely funny. There are, of course, sexist jokes against the women because the women are trying to do something women don't normally do, which is bust a criminal gang in the town, and I get that, and they're trying to be all like, you know, spy-y and ooh, I'm following him here, I'm following him here, etc., etc. And I get that at the time, that was like, ha ha ha, women can't do that. But if you take that part out, because I'm not forgetting it, girl, I'm not forgetting it, but otherwise, there are genuinely funny moments in this movie. The scene where the Reverend has no pants for like a while is hysterical, and then regardless of the way the other men are treating these women, the Reverend, the main character in the film, the person you're supposed to be like looking up to, believes in these women and wants them to do it. He keeps pushing them to do it. Like, he believes in them, so all the other people are supposed to be like adversarial, and you're not supposed to like them as they're being sexist, which we love. We love when they're supposed to be the villains, the sexist people, not the nice people who are sexist. Because no, that's not how it should be. But the Reverend totally believes in them and surrounds himself with these women, and it's so extraordinary. And the star power of these women, they are so fantastic. I can't even explain to you how much I have respect and adoration for them. They absolutely killed this movie. It was so funny, and I just can't say enough how blown away I was to see woman after woman that has been in Disney movie previously or are brand new that were recognizable to me and were just all meant to be leads. And I was like, I remember one of my first notes when this movie started was the female star power, my God. And I was just so excited. And then the movie's properly funny. It was so funny and so entertaining. It flew by. I highly, highly, highly recommend this movie, you guys. It is complete hysterics tied in with just trying to solve this mystery, and it's so fun to watch these ladies absolutely own it, but also do all their duties, and just like, ugh, you guys. It's so good. Ruth Buzzy makes a cameo in this film, which was hilarious. I was not expecting Ruth Buzzy to just randomly show up 3/4 of the way through the movie, but her cameo was fantastic. The movie also really isn't for kids. I'm starting to notice that we're getting into movies that are not for children, like they're not meant to be for children. Because Hot, Lead, and Cold Feet had 2 kids in it, and they were barely in it. That was much more a little bit older of an audience, I feel like. And then this, there are technically kids in this movie because a lot of these women are mothers, or the Reverend is a father. But the kids have nothing to do with the story at all. It is literally all about the adults. And I know some movies coming up don't really have kids in them. We're really getting into an area where the movies aren't really for kids, I don't feel like. So that's very interesting. Also because they're starting to go into a time where they're going to consider making Touchstone Pictures, which is their company that makes adult movies. And by adult movies, I mean like Pulp Fiction or, you know, Pretty Woman, not adult movies. Not those. Disney doesn't do that. I thought this movie was hysterical. You guys, please go watch this movie. Oh my word. I am in love with it. I will absolutely purchase this movie down the line, and I will absolutely rewatch it. My gosh. I'm going to give it 8 spies out of 10. Our total movie count is... Fairy Death Toll and Crack Count are still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and you'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday normally, but it is the month-long celebration. It is the first actual Disney video coming out in the month of August. How exciting, and what a movie to start with. I hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes video on Wednesday to celebrate. Don't forget that it's the month-long celebration, and we are celebrating all month long. So lots of videos are coming out. The next thing on your list is the live stream this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. That is 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain, and noon Pacific. Okay, so please, please, please tune in this Sunday for a live stream because I think you're going to find it really fun. I have lots of fun things planned. Until next time, which is Sunday, but then Monday. Comment, like, subscribe, and share if you are, so you do you, and don't be the gambling crime people about it. For real though, live stream this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central.